Right. Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about natural phenomena lesson. Right. So in the earlier lesson we have discussed about the cyclones, wind storms, right? How they occur and what are the main causes of it, and if they occur, what happens. Now in this lesson we are going to see about the natural disasters, which is natural phenomena which occurs naturally. All right. So about lightning we are going to learn, as well as earthquake, how the earthquake and how the lightning is going to take place. These are the things we are going to cover in this chapter. So first of all we will discuss what is been how the air moves. See, if you are going to sit in front of the fan, you will feel very comfortable, but if you are going to sit in the outside and the same air which is big air, that means wind, if it is a wind, you will feel the same comfort. No. So the winds, the cyclone, the storms will cause heavy damage to the property as well as for the human beings. So in the same way, the natural disaster or natural phenomena, we'll call it as lightning, earthquake, also causes damage to the people as well as for the property also. Now, in this lesson, we will learn about how the lightning is going to be occur. So, first of all, we will discuss how our grandmother, grandfather will say about what they are going to say about lightning. Have you ever wondered that they used to say the story, cock and bull story? Will say that cock and bull story only, right? They will say like that. See, from the sky something has fallen, as a result the light came and something they will say, right? Actual thing is not that is not the way, and that is not the correct answer also. So how the lightning is going to be occur means, see, the clouds are going to have huge amount of water vapor in it, right? When they are traveling, that means when they are moving with high speed, and they will collide with each other. When the two clouds going to collide with each other, what happen? A spark and electric discharge is going to be come out. A spark is going to be come out from there. See, the spark in the sense, see, when you are going to see in the rainy seasons, especially in the rainy season, at the poles, when the heavy rains are falling, as well as when the rain but the air is blowing, at that time if the wire is moving here and there, we'll see the sparks in the electric poles also, right near the electric poles, as well as in our homes also. If you see the switches, if any switch is going to have a loose connection, in the sense loose connection, the sparks, little sparks are going to be come from that. Those are said to be a sparks, right? So in the same way, the clouds, when they are going to hit together, what happen? They will get a what spark, and that spark is going to be come out in the form of electric discharge to the earth, and it is very dangerous, right? If it is going to hit any person or any monument or any building or anything which is there on the earth, it is going to create a huge impact, and it is going to get a huge damage. And sometimes even if it is going to hit the human beings, they are going to die. Even we'll see in the news also, right? In the newspapers, during the heavy rainfall, they used to say that cows and the animals, cows or animals, buildings, and even farmers will die during the rainy season. Why? Because of this, due to lightning. So how this lightning is going to be occur, that we are going to see in this chapter. And who has one of the scientists who has given lightning perfect definition, and that is in the sense he has told how the lightning is going to be occur. The name of that scientist is Benjamin Franklin. He's the scientist. He's an Greek. He's a scientist. He's a Benjamin Franklin. He's an American scientist. He showed lightning and the spark from the clouds are essentially the same. Right? That means it are right. See, sorry. Right. Right. Benjamin Franklin, American scientist, showed that lightning and spark from your clothes are essentially the same phenomena. That means how the lightning is going to become, as well as see the cloth. See, when you are going to sit on a chair, plastic chair, and the hair which is there on your hand, it is going to stand. Why? Because some charge is there in it. As a result, it is going to be stand. In the same way, the sparks which are coming from the clouds, which is called as a lightning, is also the same way how it is there. That is the phenomena will be same. AI is saying that. All right. Now, see here. For that umber is a kind of resin. Umber is a kind of resin. When it is rubbed with fur, it attracts light objects such as a hair. When umber is a kind of a resin. When it is going to be rubbed with fur, then what happens, it is going to attracts objects, lightweight objects, which may be small pieces of paper or hair or wooden pieces like that. So small pieces it is going to be attracted. So we will learn this about more briefly, but meanwhile you understand what is meant by lightning and how it is going to be occur. The simple way to explain how the lightning is going to become, lightning is going to become from the when the two or more clouds are collide each other, then the spark is going to be generated. The discharge of that spark from the clouds, it is having some charge on it. As a result, it is going to be occur as a light, that is said to be lightning. See, in the rainy season, we are going to see this thunder as well as this lightning frequently, right? So what happens? We will hear the sound first, or we will see the light first. In the rainy season, whenever the clouds are moving, the clouds when are going to hit each other, the sound is also going to be generated, and the spark is also going to be generated. The spark which is generated is coming in the form of lightning out. So we will see the light first compared to the sound. See why it is going to be happen like that means the speed of the light is more compared to the speed of the sound. This is about lightning, brief discussion, right? So this Benjamin Franklin is a scientist. He has uh, uh, he has found the how the lightning is going to be occur, and he did some experiment called Benjamin Franklin experiment, kite experiment. We will call it as a kite experiment. He made a kite with the silk cloth, and he used the copper wire or some other wire as a thread, and he kept one key at the end of the thread and flew the kite during the rainy day, and almost he has approached the death by doing this experiment, but finally he has saved, and he successfully completed his experiment, and he found that that is not the cock and bull stories or something else which is coming from the sky as a light. It is a lightning which is coming just because of the clouds when they are going to hit each other. As a result, the lightning came down. This is the explanation given by Benjamin Franklin, right? We'll go for further. Right. So all of you see here, effect of rubbing. Next topic is charging by rubbing. See, when you rub your palms, you are going to experience some hotness. Why it is going to be experienced some hotness? Due to some charge generated there. In the same way, the effects of rubbing. See here, when the comb. See, everyone is going to comb every day, right? So once you do this activity in your home, also you can do it. Take the comb and comb on your dry hair, and after that you take small pieces of papers and just keep near the pieces of paper. Then what you will notice, the pieces of paper are going to attract the comb. Why this is going to be happen? This is one of the experiment we need to do. Then also I will say one more experiment to do. Let us conclude this experiment. Before that you do this one, right? You just make a list of it what we have to do, right? Huh. Refill, you know, na? Right. That refill also you can rub. Balloon also you can rub. Drinking straw, you know, no? Cool drink straw, that one. Right, that straw. These are the items you need to take and you need to rub it. So once if you rub it, what happens? It will acquire some charge on it. That means it will have some charge on it. And when it is going to attract, if the other side object which we have kept like a pieces of paper or husk or bits of paper or pieces of dry leaves, when we have kept this near to this refill, comb, balloon, drinking straw, when rubbed with the hair or some woolen or cotton cloth, polythene sheet, like that objects are there which you are going to rub with that particular object, and we need to keep near to this pieces of paper, bits of paper or pieces of dry leaves or husk. Then they will start attracting. Why this attraction taking place? Why? Because they acquire some charge in it. As a result, they are going to attract. Why the attraction takes place? And in some cases it will take attraction. In some cases it will take repulsion. When it is going to repel, when it is going to attract, attraction takes place when there is a opposite charges present in both of them. For example, we have taken a balloon and we have taken a pieces of paper. The balloon is rubbed with some other material called silk or woolen thread, woolen thread, or is a woolen cloth, sorry, woolen cloth. When we are going to rub that, what happen, it will acquire some charge on it. As a result, when we place near to that, it will get the attraction. That means that whatever we have rubbed, it will got some charge, and whatever the pieces of papers or dry leaves or whatever it is there, it will have some other charge. So what is that some other charge? It may be opposite charge. That is the reason they will attract. See, in the same way, in the magnets also, magnets, like charges will, like poles will attract, unlike poles will, like unlike poles will attract, like poles will repel. In the same way, here also the charges are going to be there, whether they are like charges or unlike charges. We don't know which charges are present. We need to assume that they are having some unlike charges. That is the reason they are going to attract each other. This is one of the important one. We need to do this one, right? Next topic. Right. See, you fill this table by taking the refill, inflated balloon, comb, eraser, steel spoon. When it is going to rubbed and placed near the plain paper, polythene sheet, woolen material used for rubbing. These are the materials used for rubbing the inflated balloon, comb, eraser, steel spoon, and refill. So when this refill are rubbed with this all, whether the paper pieces are attracted or not, that we need to notice in this experiment. Please follow me. This one, this all our items are going to be available with us. So please make a list and you need to do this experiment and you need to write whether they are going to attract the pieces of paper or not. If it is attracted, you write yes. If it is not, you write no. Please fill this everyone. Now we'll go for the next topic called types of charges and their interaction. Right, understanding the types of charges. Understanding the types of charges. Right. Now types of charges and their interaction. So understanding the types of charges. What types of charges are present? Let us find out. For that we need to do a simple experiment by taking the straws or a refills, or we need to take the balloons. So take two balloons and blew it. Now these two balloons you kept aside in such a way that they should not be touch each other. Now two balloons you inflated, right? Inflate two balloons and hang them in a such a way that they do not touch with each other. Rub the both the balloons with the woolen cloth and release them. Right? You take the two balloons and rub with the woolen cloth and make sure that they should not touch each other. To hang them, you just place them in such a way that how they are placed in the diagram, right? Then afterwards you take the refills. You know the refills now, right? Take a refill and in this take the refill and take the polythene sheet. uh, Take two refills and polythene sheet. Now you rub these two refills with the polythene sheet and take one refill and keep it in a glass tumbler, right? And another refill you place another side. Now, yeah, now we have brought these two inflated balloons which are rubbed with the woolen cloth, and also the two refills which are rubbed with polythene sheets. Right, now we are going to see the charges, whether they are going to be having the which charge, whether positive charge or negative charge. We may know, don't know which one is having which charge. But whenever, see the straw, whenever the straw and another straw is brought together, we have to take care in such a way that the rubbed portion should not touch with our eyes, even for the balloon as well as for the refill or a straw. Now I have placed one straw in a glass tumbler and I have brought the balloon which is rubbed without touching the hands on the rubbed portion. Alright. So carefully I brought. Now I have kept the two straw or a refill and the balloon together. Now there may be a chance of attraction. So why it is taking the attraction means they are oppositely charged. That means one is rubbed with the woolen cloth, another is rubbed with the polythene sheet. For example, now you take the second one. That means the two balloons you make closer, whether they are going to attract or not. See, it is not going to be attract. And the two straws you take and you make closer contact to each other, whether they are going to attract or not. There may be a chance of non attraction. That means opposite charges are going to get attract. This is the activity we have done for to show that whether the charges are going to be there or not, and which charges are going to attract and which charges are not going to be attract. So opposite charges are going to get attract and same charges are going to get repel. This may be in the same case as magnets, how the like poles will repel and like poles will attract. Right. So we have discussed about lightning, the story of lightning, little bit, and also the effects of rubbing. While rubbing, what happens, and how the while rubbing, what happens, the charge is going to be acquired, as well as they are going to attract or repel. That activity we have done. This is the end of the activity 2. So we have learned 2 activities in this session. See you tomorrow or in the next class. We are going to discuss further activities. Thank you.